have a problem. I want a Giga Rex army, but for me to do that, I've got to level them up a lot, which is definitely doable with the 괂 farm I made a few days ago, but there's a better dino out there that's bigger and better and that gives a lot more experience than the 괂. Meet the Karcha. This beast gives 190,000 experience at level 150 compared to the 3.8k of the 괂, which means we need to make a Karcha farm. But for us to make a farm, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna need to get ourselves a few Karchas. Now, Karchas spawn all around the map, but we are just gonna be focusing on the 5 eastern regions closest to the base because they're closest to the base. However, before we go hunting for another Karcha, we're gonna need something to get us to the spawning points fast. The Wyvern is too slow, the Griffin is too slow, so we're gonna need to get ourselves a flying squirrel. Which brings us to our first objective: obtain a flying squirrel. Now, there is a nice trap out there that you can use to tame a Maewing, but I figure hopping on the Griffin with a few tranquilizer arrows with a nice crossbow could probably just do the trick instead. So, sub-objective: get Griffin. For some reason, my Griffin was leaving the atmosphere. I have no idea why, but it wasn't that big of a problem. We just shot it with our handy dandy Pokeball launcher and brought it back down to the surface. Funny enough, on the way, I spotted this nutty level 150 Alpha Rex. One of these days, we're gonna have to go down there and fight that Alpha T-Rex that's level 150 with 77,000 health, okay? One of these days. Soon enough, we arrived to the land of the flying squirrels and I instantly found this level 140. I decided not to tame it and instead we traveled far and wide since I wanted to do a little bit more window shopping to see if I could find something truly amazing, which eventually I stumbled across this. All right, guys, this is the one. It's a 22 Maewing, 22 stamina with 22 weight. Those are the 2 highest stats, including oxygen, which we're never gonna use, but those are the 2 highest stats. Which, yeah, I'm going to be taming as 140 and I'm going to try to do it with just using the 15 torpidity tranquilizer darts. I doubt that it's going to take just one of them, but with the Griffin, I think we can keep up and we can make sure that we don't lose her, right? Because I'm pretty sure, oh, never mind, I stand corrected. I stand completely corrected. It only took 1. Shortly after, I found 3 other high-level Maewings, and after picking them all up, I went back to base and placed them all down. All right, so we're back home, and let's go ahead and check out the candy that we got here. All the Maewings, this one's the highest level one. Let's take out all. I haven't seen any of their stats yet, as you know, as far as like pre or after tame stats. So I'm hoping that they're going to be good. Oh, well, I mean, I guess we need to take you anyways, but I'm hoping they're going to be good. Let's take them all out here. Okay. And we could just put the 괂 over there or something like that. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. So first Maewing up, level 217. We're looking at the main things we want here is weight and stamina because it's going to be carrying us. So it needs to have weight and it needs to have stamina to go great distances. This one seems to be pretty even all around. I don't see any 40s. We got a 32 weight with a 31 stamina. So 32, 31. I guess that's okay. This one is a 35, so we got a 35 weighter. That's the highest stat, actually, 35 and then 31 stamina. All right, I'm hoping for some 40s here. Ooh, 29, 30. That's not good. Most of it went to food. Last one, 38 food. Oh, that's not good at all. But so the best one that we got out of the group, it seems to be this one, which is the 31 stamina with the 35 weight, which isn't horrible, but it's just not as good as I thought it was going to be. But I mean, still not horrible. And then this is the the R theory. I still don't know what the R means in Megatherium. But yeah, anyways, enough rambling. Let's actually fly this thing. How much weight do you have? 680 weight is not bad. All right, you run pretty fast on land. You run pretty fast on land. And then that's how you fly. Holy. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's gonna take me, it's gonna take me a while to get used to these guys. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to them. Yeah, it's gonna take me a good little minute to get used to. I gotta figure out a way to like, how you can like, because if I go too far, I'm so used to flying on flyers. If I go too far like upwards, it'll start slowing down. So I have to like slowly look downwards while I'm gliding. But this thing moves. This thing moves and it doesn't glide downwards all too hard. And it also destroys the rocks and everything. Yeah, this thing moves. Wow, this thing is really good. I wonder how long this slide ability lasts. It doesn't collect the resources. Okay, so it doesn't collect the resources when it slides. But still, that is pretty good. And weight is solid. With all these building materials on me, you still have like 400 weight left. The only thing I need now is stamina, I think. And that's really about it. I wonder how much damage it does. Where's something weak? I don't want to attack the turtle. The turtle's gonna take too long to kill. We're gonna attack the turtle. 36 or 62. Okay, that's damage. It's not a lot of damage, but it's damage, right? Now that we had our golden Maewing, I headed to the first location on our Karcha spawning list. All right, so this is spot number 1 where we first tamed our very first Karcha. I don't see one here, which means there's probably not one here, but I do see a lot of creatures that we're pretty much going to just, we're going to kill. Everything here needs to die. And that was pretty much the plan. Kill everything and hope one spawns. So that's what we did. We killed and killed and killed and killed and killed and killed until we were satisfied. We moved on to the next location and we killed and killed and killed again. We continued this process for each of the Karcha spawning locations. During this, I got bored. So I decided to take my Karcha out and face some alpha raptors. Long story short, bad idea. My Karcha almost died. But anyways, I kept killing and killing and killing and killing and killing until we found this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We found one. What level are you? You look awesome. What level are you? He's level 100. It's a level 100 Karcha. What's the stats? We're looking at 19 damage. Is that the highest stat on it? Damage? I can't really see, but I think so. I mean, for a level 100, that's not bad, right? 19 damage? Okay. Okay, we need to go get, we need to get baby Rexes. We need to get baby Rexes. So I went back home, breeded up some Rexes and Pokebought the babies, went back, slaughtered 2 of them, put my entire inventory inside of my Wyvern, and proceeded to drag the dead Rex bodies over to the Karcha. After he had a nice snack devouring the baby Rexes, it was now time to slaughter everything in the area. And then soon enough, he was mine. Level 150. What are these stats looking like? I mean, you know, it's decent. Looking like, you know, equal overall, 23 melee, 19 health, you feel me? I mean, we have to level this guy up now. We gotta level you up, buddy. We gotta level you up. I went back home and decided to have a little bit of fun murdering the local wildlife, leveling up a little bit in the process, and headed back home. Once home, I got quick to work on an experience farm with laying a frame out of where it will actually be. I also started breeding up some Karcha, so I have a little bit to work with once the farm is actually done. Soon enough, we had a whole family of them ready for baby making. I worked a little bit more on the farm, placed some foundations in the front just so we could have a little bit more organization and breathing room. But by doing this, I was pretty much drying out my metal supply, and I started taking parts from our old metal farm to use. This wasn't going to last at all, so I stopped working on a Karcha farm and started building a new tech parasaur farm for our metal situation. While doing that, I decided to have a little fun with the 괂:ranous's. I built the platform up for the parasaur farm, placed all the parasaurs down, and even decided to make a second layer. Once everyone was in place, it was time to destroy the platforms, and soon enough, we had a fresh new supply of metal. While building this, look how many Karchas spawned. That's insane. But now that we had the metal, and we had a bunch of Karchas, we can finish the main goal, Karcha XP farm. I got my blaster out and I started pokeballing a bunch of the Karchas to put on the first layer of the farm, and before we knew it, the first layer was done. But I wanted 2 layers. So I had a little bit of fun killing the parasaurs, got a little bit of metal, and had to figure out how to actually cage the Karchas in so they wouldn't get out. So I decided to go with pillars and make a giant gate. I also made sure to test it to make sure that I couldn't get in, which pretty much means they can't get out. I also added railings so that the baby Karchas couldn't leave either. Once done, I placed an outline of the pillars all the way around the farm and made them 4 blocks tall because you can never be too safe when you're trying to farm Karchas. Since we had way more Karchas than we needed, so I collected a few and started on the floor of the second layer. Midway through, I actually ran out of stone and felt the need to tame 3 괂:ranous's and just have them wander and collect stone for me. I also decided to take my Maewing out and play with the parasaurs a little bit just to see if I could kill a few and get some levels up to level up my weight on my Maewing. However, that didn't go so well because the Maewing is definitely not a fighter. I went back to place down the second level of Karchas, and now we successfully had a double layer, double decker, double up Karcha XP farm, but it wasn't quite done yet. We picked up all the foundations and destroyed the scaffolding, and we ran into a little bit of a problem. The feeding bin that we placed earlier wasn't actually reaching them, so eventually they would just die of hunger, which would be horrible. Luckily, I was able to place it back down on the generator pillar, and that still wasn't enough to actually reach them all. I decided to check their health just in case, and they were dying. They were dying, quite literally dying of starvation, no health, dying. So I had a little bit of a mini panic attack and fed all the carchas before they all flatlined, and we would have to build this thing all over again, which would have been tedious. After they were good, I finished the pillars around the farm and decided to AFK just for a second, and quite literally came back to this. It seems while one of my Ʇᴏᴄɪᴜs was mining, he hit a carcha and made all the babies flee, and since I didn't finish peeling the railings down yet, there were about 20 baby carchas all around my base. So we killed them all. After placing the railings so that wouldn't happen again, we pretty much had ourselves a fully functional double-decker, double-dick-down Karcha XP farm. After taming the Maewing and taming the Karcha and having a little bit of fun with the Ʇᴏᴜᴜs, we finally had the best experienced farm in all of Ark Survival Evolved. We were finally done. Thank you everyone for watching all the way through. I want to let you know that I really do appreciate it, and if you enjoy the content on the YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what video I should make next, and we'll see what we can do. Everyone, have a great day.